No context as to why we're in a dark dungeon. I do love the new Zelda look, though. The short hair is
The
nice.
strange gloom keeps getting thicker.
This is a very different location than anywhere else I've seen in Zelda, for a starting location at least. This looks like a final dungeon.
These tunnels are deeper than I thought. What could be down here?
Ganondorf? Why are you down here if you don't know what's here? Wow, full hearts and the Master Sword. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Oh, the fog of the gamer cave is radiating outwards.
People have been falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns.
Yeah, you really gotta air out the cave
Here it
sometimes.
seems almost misty,
All kinds of
not
mold and stuff.
concentrated
Touching
enough
grass
to
is more
harm us.
important than people realize. Well, yeah, people are getting sick. Was that not enough reason for you to care about this? The Zoni are unknown. Let me take a selfie with this little ancient carving to remember the day by. I just love this as like a date idea. Link casually swinging his sword around while Zelda takes pictures of everything she sees. I feel like it fits these two's dynamic. I love how the game treats that as if
You're
it's a
not
big
hurt,
combat encounter.
Are you, Link?
It was 3 keys and I have 20 hearts. I think I'll be fine.
The written histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King.
Well, you wouldn't be a royal family without some very dark history involving genocide and war, so
Is
I
it
guess you're
possible?
accomplishing that.
This figure, he seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom.
Do they not know who Ganondorf is?
This all aligns with
Also,
what
that
I've read
looks more
during my
that looks more like
studies.
Ganondorf, but based on the story, it should
And
be
then this,
Demise.
it shows the Demon King
If it doesn't show Demise, I'm
in
gonna
a
be
fierce
pissed.
battle against.
That's not really Demise.
This is the imprisoning war and the events that led up to it. Link, this is a huge discovery.
I love how cheerful she is. Just so happy to hear about a massive one. Oh, and he just takes it like a gentleman.
All right, then.
Like, this
Now
is
let's use
true
this
couple
invention of
schools
Kuro's.
right here.
I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh,
Zelda's so cute in this game.
Link, let's keep moving deeper.
Yes, towards the ominous red miasma. That is definitely what I am going to be doing. Just go on ahead without me. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. That's so unsettling. Oh god, don't tell me I have to collect more of those stupid tears like I did in Skyward Sword. I can feel myself shivering. This. Whoa! Oh! I mean, I'm not surprised that I'm losing all those hearts, but jeez. Why didn't Ganondorf ever use this power before? The ability to just... And the Master Sword's broken. Great. Add spontaneously producing volcanoes to Ganondorf's list of abilities. Not like that was already a laundry list in and of itself. Or he's just ripping off Mario Galaxy. That works too. How is an emaciated Ganondorf this strong? No. Zelda! This is a very pretty shot. A shame they're going to be separated for the entire game, because I was liking these two interacting with each other. Look! Chunks of rocks are falling down, almost like they're tears of the kingdom. I guarantee you I'm not the first person to make that joke, but damn it if I'm not going to make it anyways. Well, I see that Link's sword is not nearly as impressive as it once was. Don't worry, Link. I mean, after 100 years, I'm sure it would happen to the best of us. Decayed. I would call that destroyed, but you do you, I guess. And the crowd goes wild. You ever wonder how Link would fare in the Olympics? Maybe I'm just saying this because that's around the time I'm recording it, but, like, any video game character comes to our world, they're obviously absolutely insane. I guess I'm just wondering, how absolutely yoked would some of these guys be? Like, especially Link, you see him doing a bigger high dive than most people could ever accomplish completely fine. In Ocarina of Time, you see him lifting an entire granite column that's like 30 times his size. Like, if Mans goes into the Olympics, he just wins, right? And he's not even the craziest character in Nintendo. We all know Kirby. Imagine a video game Olympics. Sonic absolutely taking the gold when it comes to running. Mario, high jump is in the bag, unless Luigi participates, in which case he loses. Link probably has archery on lock, unless, again, Pit participates, but even then, Pit uses a lot of weapons. The point I'm trying to make is, video game Olympics would be way more interesting. Yeah, no, he should be dead. You know, I was expecting the tree to get chopped down, not obliterated. Well. I hope I don't need to fight anything anytime soon, because I might have just screwed myself. Alright, first enemy of the game. And it immediately spotted me. Oh hey, I've upgraded from one stick to another. Except this one is more stick-like, because it has fewer leaves, which I guess makes it stronger? I don't know. Maybe a biologist can tell me that while I beat their head in with it. Ah. Well, I'm dead. Okay, that is just a Nintendo Switch. I know this was always just a Nintendo Switch, but this is literally just a Nintendo Switch. They have to have made a product version of this. Main quest, find Princess Zelda. Yeah, that's basically every game in the series. I like that it saved Zelda's photos. Although I feel like there should be way more, all things considered. And it's sweet to me that she took a picture of Link with it, too. I know it's because he's holding the torch, but I like the idea that she's taking a nice picture of her boyfriend at what would otherwise be a horrible date location, but for these two, it seems fitting. Okay. And for the Hyrule High Dive, Link. You know, my one big concern with this game is that a lot of it's just going to be me having mostly dead space and then the occasional comment, because it's a very big open world game, and it's hard to know what to comment on specifically. I mean, whenever I see something interesting, obviously that goes in, but when you're just running around like this and exploring, I don't know, it's just hard to pin down exactly what to go with. Oh! Get back here! Got him. I promise you that by the end of this game, I will try and ride that bird at some point. 1 pepper and 1 live frog produces something that's definitely not edible. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Time to go bowling! And it's a strike! Gotta be nice and careful. Don't want to scare them away. Okay, Roadrunner. You've done your last. Yeah, so long distance running and high jump are definitely not categories that Link would be winning.
That door will open only to those with sufficient power. I'm sorry. I did not intend to startle you.
He's basically a war veteran. You were gonna get that response no matter what.
Earlier. That arm originally belonged to me.
Gross.
I am Rauru.
Rauru? Source of the right arm. Well, I guess that's not wrong.
In any case, that arm should allow you to open this door. It seems to have lost the power to do so.
Yeah, I guess your arm's not that great after all, is it, Rauru?
You might be able to restore it, but you would need to enter a place filled with sacred light.
Oh god, we do have to do those stupid tier missions again.
Of course. Why not visit the shrines on this island?
Oh no, a different type of hell. So, TLDR, go do a fetch quest. Really is a Zelda game. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, you can't make me! I won't get them all! Not again! Okay, I will say, while the outward appearance is a lot less cool than Breath of the Wild shrines, I like this effect way more than just a standard dome in the middle of nowhere. Like, green ethereal fire that opens up the middle of a rock to reveal a much bigger inside is way cooler than just going to the equivalent of an underground bunker. Oh, it's the jingle. You know the one. Catharsis. The Ultra Hand. Well, Link was always a handy guy to have around before, but I guess now he's ultra handy.
Quick editor's note. This line is a very big double entendre, and if I have a partner who ever uses this line on me, then I will immediately die of cringe knowing they watched this video, and also die of happiness because I have met my perfect match, and there's not gonna be anybody better.
Okay, like, I know I said Link could lift a giant obsidian pillar and that he'd be a shoo-in for the lifting category of the Olympics, but, like, we can agree this is cheating, right? Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, game. That was my ride. Oh, hey, look, it's a spirit orb. Just way more dramatic. Sorry, not a spirit orb, a light of blessing, because that's much easier to say. Come on, quiet down. I really want to ride one of these birds. You know, I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I think I'm starting to see why the game gave me peppers right before I came in this area. So, let's just amend that, shall we? I put a bird in there. Why do I have a steak? I like the idea that just eating something that spicy is enough to protect you from frostbite. Like, at that point, you're literally just on fire. It'd be a nice challenge, though, to see how spicy food you can eat, I guess. Food that is literally so spicy it can actually warm you up in the middle of a tundra. Wait a... I put a pepper and a mushroom and got a fruit and mushroom mix. Peppers are not fruits, to my knowledge. Like, I know that it's a pretty fast and loose definition, considering that basically anything can be a fruit, but as far as I'm aware, peppers have never been in that category.
Huh.
Alright, second shrine time. Let's go, baby! Sometimes I just say stuff and don't really realize how dumb it sounds until it comes out of my mouth, and then I regret everything. Gutenbach. Some interesting names for the shrines in these games, but, I mean, I guess all names are made up, so what do I know? Anyway, into the flaming hole. So, can he just give us these abilities whenever? Because if so, then I have some serious complaints to file with the fact that you made me climb an entire mountain, and you give me the ability to ascend through solid matter right now. Yeah, you know when it would have been useful to have this? When I was climbing an icy mountain. Yeah, useful in all sorts of places like climbing a mountain! Why am I only getting this now? Ugh. Whatever. Just make Link work for it. You really are the gods of this game, I guess. This feels mean. Like, that one just felt mean and in poor taste. Just bashing him slowly over and over again. Cool, Spirit Orb 2, now let's go get the last one. Thank you, game, for rewarding my gamer instincts. I see that this is not going to work very well. What? I died to that fall damage? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. This is not enough battery. Well, I tried. Clearly, the problem must have been that I didn't use enough fans. Seriously? Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Kind of. It's all about positioning. All right, time to go swimming! Please don't fall in the rock. Yeah. You know, they say the closest thing to a comedy is a tragedy. And I feel like that describes my mental state right now. Discovery. A bottomless cave. Okay. That sounds interesting. I feel like it might be better to come here later, though. Bomb flowers? They bring in those back? This thing is durable. Not very threatening, though. But it does have a treasure chest. Now, their shield is nice. Can you still shield surf in this game? Oh! Okay! Yeah, all of a sudden the threat of those guys makes way more sense. Come on, open up already. Let me connect with you on an emotional level. And that is why you don't trust me to connect with you on an emotional level. Alright, I think this is approaching the final area. Finally, after all this time. It's been a mere 3 hours, and I'm finally getting to the final shrine. I'll probably do that, and then whatever the Temple of Time is, and then call it. Now, I, too, can combine a sword with a stick. Okay, not gonna lie, this is my new favorite power. I need very little convincing that this is just the best ability in the game. Fire fruit. This is new. Fruit that generates heat when struck. Oh, okay, I see. I see. There's fire arrows. So let's have a little fun. Please explode. It's like I don't have any concept of what the consequences of my actions are. Anyway, now that I've got actually usable weapons, let's finish up the shrine and then go to the Temple of Time and wrap this up. All right, getting back to the Temple of Time in style. It only took me another hour, but we're finally done. And I can finally see what happened to Zelda. You know, honestly, it has genuinely been so long that I kind of forgot that's what I was supposed to be doing. All right, into the Temple of Time, where I can hopefully see Fi again. I didn't really find her as annoying as some people said she is. Then again, I also didn't have to deal with the worst of her during the Wii era, so who knows. This place does look very different from how I remember it looking in Skyward Sword, which was frankly quite beautiful, and this is kind of disappointing in comparison, to be honest. Ah, here's my obligatory heart container. Or should I go for stamina? Honestly, stamina's more annoying to not have. Okay. I guess it only needs one? No. Are you kidding me? Okay, one last shrine and then I am done. How do I get up here is the real question. Well. I'll just use the handy-dandy swim through walls feature, and it's out of range. So the one final shrine, and then we can get on with our lives. Is this gonna be another ability? Also, what else is in here? What do you got for me? Wait, I was here and just walked past it entirely. Oops. Ability to rewind. So is this just training me to use this ability? Fun puzzle dungeon. Mini dungeon, but still. Kind of sucks that you have to pick HP, though. Because part of the thing with Breath of the Wild was... Well, okay, it's the same in this game, I guess, but you were allowed to pick whatever you wanted as a good starting power. Whether you want more stamina, which is useful for paragliding, which you can do right out the gate after you clear all the shrines, or whether you wanted to use extra hearts because you were dying a lot. And, like, both have their uses, for sure. But I think the fact that the game kind of forces a decision on you is a bit lame. I mean, you're always going to have decisions forced on you in video games. That's fair enough. It's just, when it comes to something like how you want to play the game, that I think is less fun to impose restrictions on. And that's always gonna be a factor, but the degree to which it is a factor will vary. They don't even pretend there's a choice.
You haven't fully recovered yet, but that is to be expected. You were almost beyond saving.
I'm like a fifth of my original health. Of course I haven't fully
visiting the
recovered.
shrine.
I'm a MacGuffin. Time to collect. Is this a new power? No, their Master Sword is getting repaired. Our butter knife is becoming a better knife. It looks like a Minecraft sword from this angle. Like, I can't be the only one who sees that, right? Wait, did we... What just happened? Where... Did we lose the sword or something? It hurts to see her like this. So, as I was saying in the cutscene before a dragon showed up and cut me off, I feel bad for Zelda. She never really asks for what happens to her. She just kind of gets thrown into it at the start of every game. And granted, that's most protagonists, but, like, Zelda, especially in this game, feels like such a, not simple soul, but, like, such a kind person who doesn't really want this sort of life for herself and just wants to help her people, wants to do right by them, and wants to explore and study. And instead, she is drafted into literal godly wars just because of her past, or the past of her family. And it sucks. Like, Link, at least, is a warrior reincarnated over several generations, but Zelda, I mean, yes, she's a literal goddess reincarnated, but she never asks for this kind of life. And, like, I get the sense that even if Link didn't have Zelda in his life, he'd probably be looking for some degree of adventure. So it just makes me feel bad for her, seeing her in this kind of scenario, because 90% of the time, too, she knows about Link and remembers, like, their past connections with each other, and is just left without him. It's honestly pretty tragic to me. And, on that note, time to go save her. Well, crap.